So when I hear we're going to another bar.
Another one.
It's one of
And
two
another-
reactions.
I mean, you don't have to go. Ruhan's going, but you don't have to.
If the party's going, I'm going to tag along. I have nothing better to do. Probably want to get to know the party more.
Is around this time that because you guys didn't go the diplomacy route with the bards. It is around this time you guys actually meet Abigail's sister, her older sister, not the eldest of the siblings, but older than Abigail. Goes by the name of
Abigail's the
Catalina.
little baby.
Yeah, she's the youngest sister. Yeah, she goes by the name of Catalina.
Ah, yeah.
Yes, the mythical Catalina.
The one that ends our campaign.
Not ending right now, so we know that that's not the variable. We got 2 more remaining.
Discord just fucking crashes.
So that
Even
that
a serum
happens, then
wine.
I'll be happy to have caused some sort of cosmic phenomena. What does Catalina look like? She has raven black hair, which is held back in a high and tight ponytail, but she does have sort of shocks of blonde hair that sort of curve from like where her bangs would, well, where one's bangs would begin backwards and just sort of accent her hair, which sort of is either dyed or it means that she's Nevros, which means by extension Abigail's Nevros. Which, knowing Abigail's from the twins, that would be too surprising to hear that Abigail's Nevros. Nevros definitely are beholden to the twins. Yeah, Catalina is in a word or in a phrase, I suppose, almost unworldly attractive. Like, not in the sense like it hurts to look at her, but she just has a certain air about her that sort of draws attention one way or another. And it's not merely the fact that she has, trying to think of a song which has lyrics for this, but nothing's coming to mind. But it's more than the fact that she has a pretty face and a series of assets and things like that. No, she just naturally has that sort of, not regal, but
She draws
alluring.
attention.
Yeah, alluring presence there. Yeah, you guys meet Abigail then and there.
Oh no. Wait,
Oh,
no,
Lisa.
it's O. It's O. It's fine. It happens.
They all come back. But yeah, when you guys meet Catalina, it's not hard to see where Abigail gets mannerisms and like both in like body language and speech. It's almost like hearing the same person talk from 2 different directions. It's a bit weird. Don't get me wrong, Catalina certainly has a bit more of a tomboyish and braggadocious nature to her in the way she speaks, versus Abigail's a bit more ladylike, I suppose you might say. But you definitely see the similarities, and it definitely clicks that they're siblings. So I'm just curious to see. So you guys all went drinking, or my bad, you all went to the bar. I shouldn't assume you're drinking at the bar though.
It's 2020.
Yeah, who's imbibing the alcohol?
I am.
I knew that. I was wondering about everyone else though.
Race would ask for a small cup of everything. So 1 cup for each beverage.
sampler.
And he
Like a smorgasbord of.
yeah, and he would sample.
Downside, everything is a lot.
Are you guys going to the way first fork?
Yeah, why not?
Okay,
That's
then
one of the
everything
2
is
stories,
a lot.
right?
Everything is a lot then.
The Wayfarer's Fork has the 2 stories, correct?
It's 3.
Oh, right.
Or it's
You
2
just
stories
wrong.
plus the main 4.
It just needs to be a
It's
separate
technically
story
correct.
so it can avoid us.
Right.
Depends on where to go by American or European flooring conventions. Yeah, it's 3 stories, including the ground floor. 3 stories.
Okay.
You guys have your pick of the place. Funny, here's the thing. Ever since expeditionary frontier efforts have begun, the town has become not sparse, but in comparison to what it was in the very first fucking week, which had 2 waves. Well, I guess not the entire first wave. 1.5 waves worth of people. It was pretty packed. But now, as people have been getting sent out, and having to stay out there or not come back at all, town's been getting a bit more spacious. So, you guys have your pick of seats. So you guys can sit anywhere you want. Outside balcony, you got it. Open air courtyard, you got it. Inside the bar, next to the bar, on the bar rather, you got it.
Sit on the bar?
Is it 25% capacity indoors, or how are we
Oh
doing?
my god.
Probably 50%.
We did just find a spot that said quarantine.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
2.5 weeks out, dude. That's only in China, dude. It's not gonna get to the U.S.
Oh, the China virus.
Oh my god.
So I think like the second.
Oh, I was
floor
thinking about the
is probably
China
good,
virus.
right?
I'm gonna get sushi. That's a good idea. Thank you.
That's how you get salmon, Ella. So, where you guys sitting?
I think
God.
second floor sound good.
Second floor.
Second floor?
More importantly than where I'm sitting, it's where I'm gonna be sitting after she comes in,
Yeet.
I can only imagine
is-
where.
somewhere else.
How many floors? 3? Alright, 3rd floor it is.
So you basically leave as soon as Catalina introduces herself, then, I'm assuming. Or I suppose Abigail introduced Catalina to you guys, not herself.
Hey, this is my sister.
All right, bye.
Thank you very
Yeetus.
much. All right.
I would say if Raze wants a sample of everything the Wayfarer's Fork has, it'll number like triple digit.
Should he get his own
That
table?
might be a little much.
Yeah.
He would be looking for stuff similar to the good stuff, if that limits.
Oh,
it
stuff
all.
similar, good stuff. Oh, say less, say less. All right, that only numbers about a dozen and a half is 18. So yeah, 18.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Yeah, this is stuff that is innately magic. Not in the
What?
sense like they cause stuff. Not in the sense like they cause effects, but it's more of it that the magic built into the ingredients sort of amplifies their effect or taste or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Or texture, depending on what thing you're grabbing. Let's see. I guess the first thing you probably guys Frostweave wine. You guys remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was
From a place all the way at the corner of the world.
Do we ever
Girlfriend.
give him back his money?
Yeah, we
Yes.
I thought
Yeah.
so. Okay.
You guys did not swindle him.
I think there was debate on that.
There was
Frostro,
debate on
was
it,
it?
but you didn't do it. Go you. How just of you. Yeah, Frostweave wine, which is made of magical grapes, which grapes don't normally grow in freezing cold weather. Not that I'm aware. I hope not. At least that sent me on a fucking trip in real life. But yeah, stuff like that. God, what's God? I could swear there's an actual term for this in real life. Regardless, hot berries, which are found in the Dawn Peninsula, stuff like that. Like, how does this thing grow where there's no water? And it's not even like it's an oasis plant. No, it literally will grow in the middle of nowhere where there's no water. Sort of like a biblical story of I'm walking in the middle of a desert and then the bush
I'm
next
walking here.
fire. Like it's weird. But yeah, you get your sampling tray. I imagine as soon as Catalina is introduced, Ruhan leaves, and then she just sort of gets a knowing smirk as to why he did it. Stuff like that. I'm not gonna go too in depth on this because I actually want to start playing today, and it's already like 3 o'clock. So, yeah. Over the course of your guys' last few days, is there anything you wanted to do other than drink more?
Other
Yeah, but that's
notable things besides getting plastered.
It's called pished.
Yes.
Yeah,
Pushed.
he's learning.
Yeah.
There was one thing Rose wanted to say to Ruhan. I wanted to say at the beginning of the month, but this is also like a fitting time. What could I retroactively say something?
Sure.
Okay. No, she.
I just, I have one thing to say, as we leave after y'all finish talking with Catalina.
Catalina can read the room. She only introduces herself, and when it becomes apparent that you're just gonna leave, she excuses herself. She just says it's nice to meet my little sister's friends, and then pieces the fuck out.
Okay. What was she here for? To collect someone's firstborn?
Ariel rolls her eyes. She's not that bad, Ruhan.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose
Ruhan.
you wouldn't know.
I know siblings, and whenever a sibling says the other one's not that bad, there's like a 50-50 shot it's lying. Actually, it's probably 70-30.
Ruhan.
Well, they consider me the 30%.
Hmm.
Or maybe you just have a skewed vision on family.
Mm.
It's like looks over at Mal.
If you have such a strong judge of character, you've been around me for about a week. What's your judge on me? Out of curiosity.
I think someone who goes out of their way to convince someone how unsuspicious they are is incredibly suspicious.
I'd agree with that. Are you saying I go out of my way to say I'm not suspicious?
You certainly do try to seem unassuming.
Fair enough.
You know, Ray is sitting over there sipping at more. This one's Elven.
Yes, cinnamon.
From a wood. Not even just it's wood Elven.
So I suppose I would ask you, are you ready to throw your life away for no reason? To die in a cold, dark place alone?
I like to think that I stand ready to run towards danger to protect those who can't protect themselves.
How did that work out for your last friend?
Didn't save them all. Saved as much as I could. If the reports speak for themselves. And maybe Ray's could tell you all about it. Since he apparently saw it.
As I said, he smelled it.
Well, smelled it.
Delta. Ah, that's a bad joke.
Bad timing.
Mm.
It's I know it's hard to believe that people always have to hide stuff. I try not to.
Just looks at him. You know what they say about things that are hard to believe?
Usually true.
They're hard to believe.
It's kind of in the sentence there.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of the Bard stuff did we pick? We picked the one when they made a song. Like, are they making a song?
Inspiring performance, yeah.
Okay, so
Would have illuminated some details.
yeah, so I'd be I'd find it very intriguing that kind of a story is being played around. It's like, oh, an Easter egg.
It's still the talk of the town. Not the tale, like the details of the tale
Yeah.
itself, but more over how good the performance was.
Yeah.
And some of the details.
We were told not to talk about what we learned.
To other
right?
people, to each
Yeah,
other, you're
everybody
fine.
else.
Just make sure that, prying eyes, listening
Um,
ears.
I'm sure most of this town already. Well, I mumble to myself. Not to.
I don't even think
It's-
most of the
I
town
give up
knows
with
it's
the talk.
us. That was the story. Would be
Hmm?
like. That was out of game. It's like I don't think the town knows we're the people in the story.
No, I also in game don't think they know you're the people. I just think it's playing like very it's like playing very close to the chest. Like it's like they lack the critical information, but we don't. Need additional pylons.
Damn, Protoss where? Just kidding, I play Protoss. Because I'm a scumbag. Anyways. Do you guys just drink the evening away?
It looks. Perhaps we should see race and Maorian skills. Make sure they're up to snuff.
I'm not much of a drinker. Social drinker.
Join
Not
the
your
club.
drinking.
I think he's talking about combat prowess.
Oh,
How do you
Are we
reckon?
having another bar brawl?
I just don't want to end up carrying anyone's body back again.
I mean, that would be nice to avoid.
I'm
Pokemon.
sure that Ray's could fend for himself, seeing as he's inland. And if you want to know about my prowess, there are reports. You can speak to Jesse.
I don't think he's interested in reading reports.
I mean, we'll find out sooner or later, won't we? Within the next mission.
Really,
too.
when you want to have a with the Aspire? Let's do it.
I think we should take it
No, I
outside
don't.
first.
He's been drinking. There's really no need to.
How determined does Ruhan seem to get this information?
How determined does he sound to you?
I suppose you could find out when it's time to act. He can cover your flank.
So, well, if you survive
No.
this far, I guess.
There's no harm in having a practice fight.
See, I've had many spars in the past, other than training.
Well, consider this just as training. Simple as that. Silence fills the room.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything.
Oh, come on. This is the least lethal scenario for this kind of thing.
Well, would you like to have a fight then, Rose?
I would gladly be their sparring partner. I'll even use the axes instead of the bow, because... God, that would hurt.
Yeah.
There you go. Then I suppose it's set.
Should we make bets? Okay.
Well, I'll need a training sword.
We have healers.
If you're insinuating that we actually use our actual weapons,
absolutely
I'll have
insinuating this.
to. I will have to vehemently disagree with that proposal.
Why
I
does
do not-
heal souls?
I just do not raise my sword against those who don't deserve it.
Would that work?
Fine. Give him an axe then.
Interesting.
Ooh. She guidanced herself.
Are you inciting me? Who are you inciting? What was that insight check?
Don't worry about it, man.
Making
So
it
far,
out.
okay. Yeah, very.
Abigail is
Don't worry
always
about
reading
it.
the room.
Yeah, I'll
I
let him
say, I do not raise my sword against those who don't deserve it.
He can borrow an axe.
I do not swing weapons I do not inflict
You're very
harm
much
to
trying
those
to
who
find
don't deserve
caveats
it.
around this, aren't you?
I very much do not enjoy inflicting harm on people who don't deserve it for training purposes or what thereof. If you guys get off at hurting each other, so be it. I do not judge. I just do not wish to be privy of this.
Well, what about
If the
hand-to-hand combat? Would that do?
what will that show?
I don't know. I'm just saying suggestions.
It's if you want me to prove myself in battle, by all means I will. And until then, if you feel uneasy about my capabilities, you could refer to a report, or by all means, I could cover my own flank until I build my trust through the battlefield, if we ever come to that. I understand the reservations, but understand that I have no intentions. For all I know, it's all uphill from here, right?
It's not.
It's gonna be just rainbows and fireflies.
It won't be.
Like when?
It will be cold, dead things trying to rip your life out.
And in that case, I will raise my sword against them.
Or run away.
Only time will tell, I suppose. At this rate.
But hey, if Raze wants to spar, I will not stop you guys.
Someone that's willing to is probably capable.
Looks
I like
Raze
slouch
to-
back in my chair.
Yeah.
Does Raze want to spar?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
I'm not going to
taking
do an
both
entire
axes.
combat where two people are fighting one another in melee.
Fair enough, fair
That's
enough,
gonna
fair enough.
40 minutes.
Oh, yeah,
Especially
2 hours
given that
later.
Raze is a spellcaster.
At level 9, yeah, it's gonna be
It's going to be a
Whoever-
while. Even with
whoever
just
wins.
people.
Yeah.
No, it's whoever wins initiative,
Yeah.
dude. Just fucking.
I'll say
pretty
1-2 rounds, maybe 3.
I get 6 attacks off of the turn. Hold up. No. I think it's more like a system of like testing and seeing like what he can do in a fight more than like who would win a fight anyways.
I mean, you do contested skill checks, right? Like this
Yeah,
homebrew
we can do that.
thing.
Since Raze is the case study in question, the subject in question here, Fred, pick 3 spells. Pick 3 spells. Doesn't matter if you haven't prepared right now or not. That's fine. Just pick 3 spells that you have. These are the ones you showcase to the group as to what your capabilities are.
Okay. Let's see. Spirit Guardians.
Pretty classic. What do your
Followed
spirit
by-
guardians look like? Because obviously your religious interpretation is a bit different
Little
than
bitty gators.
anything.
Yeah. So
Gator,
imagine
dragon,
they would kind of look like Will-o'-the-Wisp in a way. But if you look closer, it would be.
Oh, shit, I hit a button.
Hmm?
I hit show deployers on your sheet. I don't know if that showed that.
And that no, nothing. So I saw Spirit Guardians, right? The little will o wisps.
you
That's
did.
what I saw. Okay.
Yeah. If you look closer, they would look sometimes like little salamanders, sometimes like disembodied heads.
Normal sized ones or
Yeah, they would vary. There would be like one big one, one
okay,
small
just checking.
one. Varying colors, ranging from reds to purple to blue.
Salamander.
And then we have the classic. Where is it? Here, spiritual weapon.
Can't forget.
Okay.
Oh my god!
God damn it.
Crit.
I'm just curious. It's, oh wait, no, it's alright. That doesn't have. I'm thinking of Blade of Calamity.
How much
And let's
health does
see.
Rose actually lose in this fight? Ah!
I also like how you're like, oh yeah, we'll spar. I'm not gonna use my fucking bow and arrow. Like,
Like that's also concentration, but
Ah, damn, son.
It's fine.
I'll lead with this spiritual weapon.
On who? Who do you hold person?
Whoever we're sparring with.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So those 3.
I assume Rose.
Yeah,
Showcase.
she volunteered for the whole thing. Oh my god, he summoned tiny lizards.
Abigail is utterly intrigued at the spirit guardian's spiritual weapon. Like she doesn't like get like dinner plate sized eyes or whatever, but she does get like a flash of intrigue.
The spiritual weapon itself would probably look like
It's a gun.
What?
No, it would probably take the form of a kind of-
Sideways facing 9mm.
He just pulls out
it
a
would
Glock.
look like a it would look like a very small but more long-limbed crocodile. So the legs would be much more suited for kind of like a guard rake for running than swimming.
Okay, where's
So you
that
have
picture?
an actual. Wait, you have a prehistoric crocodile with long legs.
Yeah,
That's the real thing. That's
That's
what Croc used to have.
Great.
Mm.
They used to have this shit.
Ah, where the fuck is that picture? The run boy? It's a...
Yeah, kinda like that.
Joyous.
To have that.
Nope.
That's terrifying. Yep.
Yeah, I'm away from my computer. Did you choose polymorph?
It
No.
was,
no.
it
Oh,
was Spirit Guardian,
You
whole
chose
person.
Spirit
and-
Guardian, spiritual weapon, and whole person.
Yeah.
oh okay.
Like that your spiritual weapon is just a fucking gator.
They could sprint at you.
A spectral
Long legs.
gator.
Big spiritual weapon gator. Oh, weaponized gators.
There is regret.
Makes sense to us. Makes sense to me.
Rose had confidence. Now she has regret.
Oh yeah, I'd put in some scythe damage on that too.
To what degree?
Probably just a D10. 1 out of 3.
Fair. Crack open my Tasha's. All these new classes and stuff. I don't
That's
have...
from the Unearthed Arcana.
Oh shit, you're right. They didn't put that one in. So
There
that's
you go.
why I haven't looked at
Ew.
Tasha's enough. Yeah, this is the Twilight.
Correct.
Yeah, okay, I do. Okay, I remember at least. So yeah, Rose, as a series of spirit. Well, I guess a lot of spirits.
A lot of
no, I
fucking
think
reptiles.
that's a lot of fucking spirits of various decapitated or reptilian natures spawn into existence. You're like, ah, shit, and you try to take a step back, and you realize you can't move.
Double shit.
Yeah, it's rather unfortunate. I'm assuming you guys are doing this in the middle of the bar. That probably would
We
actually
have the
hit
second floor to ourselves, right?
probably would hit a bunch of people.
We should be
So I'm
outside.
assuming that you guys are doing this like at some empty courtyard somewhere else, so as you don't fucking attack a bunch of random civilians that are nearby.
The weak ones
How
die
dare
in
you
combat.
Yeah,
So,
remembering his custom large oversized tanker.
It's a chug dog.
It's a filled up. Yeah. You know.
The brim.
You say it's more like go sip. Get out of here.
Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough.
So yeah, you guys get an insight into Ray's capabilities, and it's given what he's done thus far, not in the sparring, but in like how he got information, how he talked to his Oda, and stuff like that. It's not too surprising he did what he did, but it is very illuminating as to how much it can go, how far it can go, rather.
Weird shit.
Lots of weird shit. Also, why am I on this side? Look. And thus your guys' night will end in various degrees of drunkenness and satisfaction. You guys' last days of downtime pass. In that time, you guys keep doing what you're doing.
I will do something.
What would you like to do?
Go check the record.
You check the report, the singular report.
Yep.
It's the best
It's a
he's
shit
gonna
show to say the least.